My work as a butler takes me all around the world, sometimes at a moment's notice. So, what I'd like to do today is share with you the 10 things that I keep in my grab bag at all times. So I just know that I've got them on hand to cover all eventualities as I travel around the world. Actually, make sure you stick till the end because I'll show you an 11th one that you might not be expecting. Number one, and this might seem quite obvious, but water. We have to stay hydrated, especially when we're traveling. And we don't know when we're going to be able to get safe, clean water to drink. So make sure we have some to take with us and make sure you top it up when you have the chance. Second thing is my basic wash bag. In here I've got, as you can see, I've stolen this from British Airways at some point, and in here I've got all my basic stuff like toothpaste, deodorant, soap, all those things that you need. I also have some vitamin C tablets, some paracetamol, and some antiseptic wipes. As you can imagine, when I'm traveling, I usually have a larger, more comprehensive set of toiletries, but those are my emergency ones that I have in the grab bag at all times. Next, this is my traveling shirt, or a shirt like this. So this is pure linen. It's really breathable. It's long sleeved, so it's suitable for countries where you're not really supposed to show your arms. Also means that your skin is protected from the sun if it's extremely hot, and it stops you getting too cold if it's not that warm. It's the perfect garment. This one happens to be from Zara. On the subject of clothing, a raincoat. Just because you're going somewhere hot, do not for a second think you're not going to need a raincoat, as I have definitely seen here in the Maldives where I've had rather a lot of rain recently. Never travel without a hat. It doesn't really matter what sort of hat it is, but something to protect your head, whether it be from the rain or the sun, and it also keeps the sun out of your eyes. I always take a hat when I'm traveling. A good book, a decent sized book that can keep you entertained for hours and hours, whether it be on a flight, a bus, waiting for passport control, or whatever it is. If you've got a book, you are never going to be bored. A notepad and pen. These are essential. I know that we have mobile phones and laptops these days, but a notepad and pen never run out of batteries, never run out of signal, and never lose your data. A notepad and pen is one of the most essential things for the regular traveller. Always keep note in here important things like contact numbers, passport number, flight numbers, because like I say, everything you've got stored electronically can very easily be lost. Some sort of high energy, long life food. Something along the lines of these protein bars is perfect. They're not too high in sugar, but they're very high in protein, so they give you a nice slow energy burst. I always have something like this in my bag because at the end of the day, especially when you're crossing different time zones, you just can't keep track of when meals are supposed to be. So you need something like this just to keep yourself going. Speaking of keeping yourself going, and always good for morale, is some tea. You don't necessarily need to bring a whole pack of tea, you could just bring a couple of tea bags. But the beauty of tea bags is, as long as you've got access to water and fire, you can make yourself a cup of tea. Chargers and adapters. As long as you've got a multi-charger and adapter, then you've got different ways to charge your phone and your laptop, and you can carry on with business as you travel. Okay, so if you've been counting, that's all 10. So as I promised, I've got number 11 here. Number 11 is my everyday carry. This is the small box of tricks that I like to carry with me at all times. Not everything in here is allowed in hand luggage on a flight, so I might have to adapt it when I'm traveling. But if you'd like to know all about the full contents of a butler's everyday carry, then I've done a video just about that. So why don't you click on that one now, and I'll see you over there. A small towel. It might sound funny, but there's so many times that a small towel just really comes in useful. If it's really hot, you can wipe the sweat off you. If it's really cold, you can keep yourself a little bit warm and dry. And if you have to have a wash, obviously a towel is rather useful. You don't want to carry a great big beach towel around with you in your hand luggage, but a small towel is really useful. I'll put links to as many of these things as I can in the description in case it's something you haven't got and you think, where do I get that from? Thanks very much. I'll see you soon.